And today, Marketplace Law. Oh, bleeding love? Shouldn't it be bleeding money? Because I think that's the theme song today. If you're facing overwhelming debt, maybe you don't have to face it alone. Attorney Laura Nesbitt is with us today to tell us how she can help. Hi, Laura.
Hi, how are you?
She literally walked here. They're right behind us here, but good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right. So we know it's that time of year. People are probably stressing over the holidays and the spending and what to do. What do people do when they get to this critical stage? How can you help?
Right, exactly. And you're right, it is one of the more stressful times of the year. People are, if they've been struggling with bills and now they have the added stress of how do I buy gifts for my family for Christmas, they get overwhelmed. And I think one of the most important things to do is know that there's help out there. And that I am one of those people who can help. So I'm an attorney, and mostly I practice in bankruptcy law, so debt relief. And one thing about attorneys that people really should know that is different than the debt relief commercials you see on TV is that we have an ethical duty to first help our clients. So our number one goal is to help.
So a lot of them don't then, okay.
The companies that are, incorporated that aren't attorneys, their number one goal is to make money.
I see, okay. So when do you know it's time to see an attorney like yourself? Is there like a percentage? Are you underwater that much that suddenly you need some help or what?
I think it's always good to start with a budget.
Okay.
Whether you're in debt or not, a budget is a good idea for any person or family. So starting with income on one line and expenses on another line, and determining really what do I spend each month and what do I have to spend towards my expenses that don't really move. Of course, things will change every month, but for the most part, you can create an average. And if you see month to month, every month you're in the red, you probably need to get some sort of advice from a professional, an attorney, and that's what my firm does.
How do you get people past the embarrassment of finally making that call?
Yeah, that's the hardest step.
Is
just to reach out for help. In many areas of life, the hardest thing to do is to ask for help. But I think for each person it's different, and a lot of times they're going on to the internet and trying to seek out answers to their specific questions, and they see words popping up pretty frequently, bankruptcy, and they wonder, maybe I should call a bankruptcy attorney. But yeah, I think it's different for everyone as to when they call. But if you feel overwhelmed, or if you just feel like you don't know where to turn as far as what should I do, if you don't think bankruptcy, you're quite there yet, I still offer a budgeting and counseling session where I can help a client to kind of get things under control before they have to go so far as to file bankruptcy.
Well, I suppose people too are thinking, okay, if I had the money, then I probably would fix it myself. But if I don't have money, how am I going to get help?
Yes. Well, my first consultation is always free. If you're a single individual looking for a new case to be filed or just some new advice you haven't been in before, I'm not going to charge for the initial consultation advice, because I want to first help, right? And it's not going to help you if I just start taking your money without knowing whether I can actually help.
Okay. And if someone is in this situation, what are your alternatives? What can you do?
Well, there are different options. I don't always recommend bankruptcy. Like I said, the first thing we might do is just do a budgeting and counseling session, and if I can see you through without filing a bankruptcy case, we can figure that out. Otherwise, a debt settlement might be possible, where you're settling debt for less than what you owe. Or if we need to, we'll go to a Chapter 7 or a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, which allows you to be protected under the federal bankruptcy court. Okay.
Tomorrow we find out about Chapter 7.
Yes, exactly.
Correct? What's your favorite Sesame Street character?
I love Cookie Monster.
Another neurotic person. Yay! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again tomorrow.